Okay, so this is the screen recording in which I demonstrate my amazing program's functionality. This is the form my data came from. There's what, 7, 8 maybe different XLS files. There is no easy way, or as far as I can see, possible way of putting it in dynamically to Excel. So this was what I had to do, just basically build a database from these separate files. You see here every second column is empty, which is nothing shy of a headache. So I mean, obviously going through 7 files, and what's there? It's from 90 to 2012, so 22 columns, deleting them each time, and deleting these, deleting that crap there. That's far from the ideal. So what I did was I built myself a little macro called data tidy. A little description here. Tidies data from Eurostat for end user computing CA1. Keyboard shortcut option command and E. Well, you can go through that yourself. There's not really much point talking it out. So if we were to run that, then you'd maybe see that it deletes every second one, sort of boldens the headings. There's all the stuff down here is gone. There's a couple of irrelevant averages and things at the top there as well that really weren't fun to look at. Yeah, so that's that. Then the program itself, we have, this is the data painstakingly transposed. We've got what, 4,559 rows. All has to be done vertically for pivot tables to work nicely. Originally I had them all as separate files here, so each sector has a separate sheet down here, but it was nearly easier to do this as uneasy and all as that was. So pivot table here, I have this sheet locked, and all these cells locked to stop accidents from happening. Data is accessed and browsed here through the various filters. So agriculture for the different countries, industrial processes as well, taking away agriculture, yada yada. Oh, sorry, no, we need them all, don't we? Yeah. Oh, Christ. Done. There you go, that's where we're at. Then of course we can filter by country. None, just Belgium. How are they doing? Throughout sectors, and then a grand total at the end. Lovely. Add Denmark, subtract Belgium, whatever we really like. Clear filter, that brings them all back. So that's just how, that's essentially the database, just in a slightly more presentable and relevant kind of presentation. I have a nested look formula here, is sort of a match nested inside an index, So an array function we can see from the in the brackets. No. Data validation here stops stupidity. Croatia, agriculture, year I was born, 4,644 thousand tons of carbon dioxide equivalent greenhouse gases being emitted by the Croatians that year. Yeah, so I've locked a lot of this worksheet or workbook even to minimize the amount of errors that can creep in. Little thing down here called email, and it's basically just a little form where should they want full access, or the list of passwords to unhide and unlock all data, they basically say Shane Donaghy, enter your name, then Donaghy s@tct.ie. I haven't got it. It runs a shell command here to open Outlook and pass it in a number of things. I haven't got Outlook installed, so that's that. The little reset button here just resets the values. If you want a quick look at, well, that's the reset now and there. No information of Outlook. Step into jump to the mouse. So declaring our objects, a couple of strings. Strings we get values from, 2 cells. We concatenate a string for the body here. It's obviously to me, so put in my name. Stick a couple of lines in, then add the name that we got from them there and the email, and essentially that. So with outmail we have our different to subject body send, and then reset after it's gone. The reset button here just sets cell B2 on the sheet email with our little default value there. Yes, that's about it. Put that in. Okay. Pivot charts. Probably the best way to represent data. This amount of data, you have to kind of reduce the amount of noise that you would otherwise have graphed. Meaninglessly huge data sets blending away into nothing. Just clean my RAM. Be so good. Yes, so there's actually, as I found out quite late in the game, and what really pissed me off is the fact that Microsoft have decided to not include pivot charts for their release of Excel for Mac, even though Windows users have had it since 2000. Office for Mac 2011 still isn't deemed worthy of having it. But anyway, again, just on our x-axis here we have each of the sectors. Deselect all. That's supposed to reset by now, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. Then if we want to just, that's, okay, Austria, nothing again, leave, and dynamically. This is just a sort of a workaround where just almost have the same thing as a pivot chart, but it's just not quite as elegant, especially not the formatting, but there really isn't much point weeping too much. and just got a little variance. When we have all these ticked, it's not, you know, each data set being overlaid, it's actually cumulative total. So if you watch here, we can see the scale drop, you know, as yeah, after 1990. That is about as much as you can do with greenhouse gas emissions data for Europe. There's no trends between countries, within countries. Even if there was, it wouldn't be relevant because, you know, it doesn't signify any causal factors. So I feel I've probably answered the question reasonably well with this, but obviously it remains to be seen just how well. Lovely. Thank you. Bye bye.